thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Why I Love Flagler County, your local podcast spotlighting local businesses and local residents on why they like being in Flagler County. So today I'm super excited to have my guest, Miss Monica, with us today. Monica, thank you so much for the time today. I really appreciate it. I know we just exited a busy season for you, and you're just so busy, and I know a lot of people love you. And Monica and I met a little while ago at a few of the shows around town, and me and my dad absolutely loved her energy and her story, and I was like, I would love to have you on the podcast. So I'm just so honored that you took the time out today. It means a lot to me.
Well, thank you for inviting me to come on the podcast. I really appreciate that. It's an actual honor. Um, I think we met at the Pink Walk.
I
Was
don't
it the
know.
vendor event?
I know for sure we met at the holiday, I think it's called Stop and Shop. I don't remember what it's
Yeah,
called.
that was the
The
second
holiday.
time we met. Yeah.
Really? I don't do any walks.
No,
Yeah.
no. It wasn't a walk. It was called the
Okay.
Cancer Walk. But
Oh,
were people doing like a cancer thing, and
I
then I had
gotcha.
a booth. Yeah, and I think that was the first time we met.
Yeah, and then we met again like 2 weeks later at another holiday event. So definitely, you guys, if you haven't experienced the holidays at Flagler County, there is so much to do. There's the trees, there's the lights, there's the events. There's just a lot going on all throughout Flagler County, but those events are definitely really amazing.
And
You
there's
meet
a
some great.
lot of like events you can go to
Hmm.
shop locally and support your
Yes.
local businesses.
Yeah, of course. Like that, there's storefronts, there's businesses like services, there are there are nonprofits. Like there are just so many types of amazing people that you get to meet, like Monica here. So Monica, I'd love for you to kind of just kick it off and just kind of tell me a little bit on coming down here to Flagler, sharing your journey of coming here and finding Palm Coast.
Okay, so let me start. Hello, my name is Monica Garcia, and I own MonicaClean LLC. Um, we have a residential and commercial cleaning company here in Flagler County. Um, my journey to Flagler County was driven by, honestly, the beach. So I did come from Flagler County, from Volusia County, and we have a beach there, but it was just so crowded. And so I loved the beach here, and then we started looking for property because we were tired of renting, and we found our home in Flagler County, and here we are. And I really loved it. It was very welcoming and very vibrant community. It was a lot of people were like, you guys aren't that old. Why are you moving to Palm Coast? Because people still had that old school thinking from 30 years ago that Palm
Right.
Coast is full of elderly people, and it's not. They're young, vibrant people with a spirit here, and we've made this community, just fun and embraced it and made it our home.
Mhm. Yeah, I really love that. I know a lot of people love the beach here in Flagler. I've talked to a lot of people, believe it, like a lot as in like more than one, but that's considered a lot to me of like they live in either like Daytona or they live in St. Augustine or Jacksonville, and they would drive past Palm Coast and they had the same exact thought as people who told you that. They were like, "Oh yeah, and I don't no reason to kind of stop in Palm Coast. Like it's just another exit on 95." And they didn't really realize what was here. And I find that like the funniest thing ever. But I know a lot more
It's
people are
like you
coming.
drove past and saw Walmart. That's what it is.
That's probably, and then we have like a big like Chick-fil-A billboard too, like right as
Oh
you
yeah.
enter Palm Coast, like my exit. Well, I don't know if I should dox my exit, but my next to one of my there's only two Palm Coast exits. So the first one is for 100. Right when you get off 100, there's like the big Chick-fil-A. Like if you go to the Palm Coast one, there's a Chick-fil-A. So I think that's what people just think like there's that Chick-fil-A there.
There's a
Um,
Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast.
I know, like, oh my gosh, you guys, there's so there's so much going on there. But that's so funny. It's really crazy to hear all these stories about Palm Coast because I didn't know what Palm Coast was either. I came all the way from Michigan though. I knew of Kissimmee, I knew of Daytona, I knew of St. Augustine. But then I really stumbled upon, and like you said, Flagler Beach is kind of just like Daytona, but a lot quieter. Like you don't have to drive
Yeah.
there and worry about like, am I gonna find parking? Is it gonna be affordable? Am I gonna like where am I gonna be? Where am I gonna walk? Where am I gonna swim? Like those are not thoughts that you have when you go to Flagler Beach. Um, Yeah. Well, I would also love for you to talk just a little bit about your business, Monica Cleans, and what you help people with.
So, like I said, we are a residential and commercial cleaning company. I like to say we are the people who handle your time management. So, you want more time to do other things? Don't clean the house. Let us do it. So, that's basically how I look at it. We give people back the one thing that no one can replicate, and that's time. You
Mhm.
cannot make more time. You just
Right.
have to use time wisely.
Yeah.
So we are, like I said, residential and commercial cleaning company. We actually also offer free house cleanings for cancer patients through
Oh,
Cleaning for a Reason, which is a nonprofit organization that we partner with. And so we do that like always. It's not like in October or anytime. It is any man, woman, or child. So we do that. We love to support our military. So we do offer discount cleanings for active military, and educators are very important.
mm.
Educators they have homework every day. They come home to do more work.
Right.
So we do offer big discounts for uh teachers, educators, because it's like, when do they have time to just kick it up?
Right. Yeah, and it's so much harder to relax in a cluttered area. You have to think about things that you have to clean, you have to put away, and you're like, oh gosh, I cannot sit down for 20 minutes to watch an episode of like a sitcom because all of these
Exactly.
things are
Yeah.
going out in the back of your head, which is, like you mentioned, all part of time management that you help people with.
It takes mildew 24 to 48 hours to grow.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Who is cleaning their shower every 48 hours? I own the cleaning company and I don't.
I mean, that would make sense. And I think this is a good reminder for me on things that I need to do because it's like you put one thing away, like it's everything's clean, and then you put one thing, you're like, oh, I'll put that away later. And then you never do, and then it just piles up and you're like, I don't know how I got here anymore. Then you have to do yeah, it's really a recycle, repeat, recycle, and everything in that loop. So that's so awesome that you help with so many of those military, cancer patients, educators, they
And first
help.
responders.
Oh, wow. Wow, you guys are just I love I love that you guys are just really focused on giving to the community, It's not just about go, go, go. It's about how can we best support the people who are supporting our community.
Right. Yeah. And I've always been taught that you give back your time, your treasure, or your talent. And I don't have a lot of treasure, so I do give back our time and our talent.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of that, like the way that you phrased that, and I really love that. I think that's really resonating with me right
I
now.
didn't make it up, so
That's
I don't get
okay. You're
credit for
you're the
that.
messenger. You're the messenger, and the
Yes,
messenger can
yes,
get the
yes.
kudos right now. I think that's perfect enough. I had a question and then it's slowly escaping me. Um, but yeah, I think that's really great. Um, dang, it's really escaping. Like I completely had it. It's just gone from my head.
Was it
Um,
about the active military, cleaning for a reason,
Oh
commercial?
yeah, no, that's exactly it. Cleaning for a reason. It's so awesome. I've talked to so many amazing people here, interviewed a lot of amazing businesses, and I always ask them like, what do you recommend to get active in the community? And the number one answer I always get is supporting a nonprofit, supporting a charity, being with people who also believe in that cause. There's nothing like building a friendship, a relationship, a bond through these acts that you guys both believe in, supporting a group that you both believe in. And so I think it's really amazing that your company just completely intertwines with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I've had people like ask me, who actually pays for the cleaning? And I said, no one. So our company does pay our employees because it's illegal not to.
Right.
So our employees still get paid for going out to clean the cancer patients' houses. When we offer these discounts for teachers and active military and first responders, the technician gets paid full price, but the client doesn't pay the full price.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're not offering this benefit on the shoulders of someone else.
Yeah, I think that's really great. I mean, I hope people would assume that, but I think that's great that you cleared that up and just made sure that a lot of people know it's really for the community. It's not that
Yeah.
your company and your employees are taking some hardships with that, like specifically your employees, but it's really you care about the community. You want to support it, just like how I have the podcast. And it's really important for me to talk to people and just showcase the amazing talent that we have in the community. We have so much in our backyard that we don't realize. Like, I think a lot of people forget that they can hire people for cleaning. They don't even think of that sometimes. Like, where would I even go for a reputable one? Um, so what is the best way that someone can get in contact with you if they were interested in learning more about your services?
So they can give us a call. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Our phone number is 386-366-0578. But if you're like me and you don't have time to make phone calls, you can go on our website, whether it be 1 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever time it is, and you can go where it says estimates and you can fill out your information. Even if it's on the weekend, when we get back in the office Monday morning, we answer all those emails, phone calls, text messages in the order that they were received, and then we get your estimate over to you.
Amazing. Well, I really love it. So I'll make sure I have all that information in the description so people can click on it, find it just a little bit easier, hopefully. And Monica, thank you so much for the time to get today. Again, I really, really appreciate it. It's so awesome to hear about your business and how you support the community. It really warms my heart to know there are so many amazing, hardworking people here in Flagler.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Like I
course.
should be thanking you. I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. No worries, no worries. This is a real joy for me to do. So, thank you again for your time, and thank you to anyone listening. I appreciate you as well, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.